even then, that's not a guarantee.
Yeah, so it's
that's
probably another Harith carry option here for SRG, unless they want to go something unique or if want to flex the Paquito in gold.
It could.
If they do that, they go for the Yi Sun-shin, but going up against a Ling as well as a Claude, I don't think the Yi Sun-shin will have a good time. It is an option, just may not be the best option.
Yeah, because at this point it's just the Yi Sun-shin left that you could really consider. So.
Wow, great call there.
Yeah, they go for...
Yeah.
This is looking to be a Paquito gold given this Yi Sun-shin pickup.
Yeah. I mean, again, going up against the Ling as well as the Claude, how Selangor Giants can win this one is they need to have mid-prio and then hope that Sakai is on this Yi Sun-shin is able to get one level ahead of the Ling and secure those turtles and then try to snowball off of there. Because when the Claude has 4 items, when the Ling has even 2 items, this Yi Sun-shin needs a lot of help from the Paquito as well as the Atlas.
Yeah, but you're already stuck with an Atlas Valentina, so GK might have the upper hand here in terms of determining what the matchup is going to look like. We don't know if the glue is going Roam or EXP, but they could flex that too because they flex it.
Oh, they even have the Valir.
Hero.
So the Valir is good at denying, I would say, everyone from Selangor Giants if they want to go in. Valir will just push them away. And they even have Esmeralda to say, if you put Paquito into the EXP, the Esmeralda can deal with this. GK, this is another way to draft, and it looks very effective.
Yeah, it looks very cool.
I like it.
Hot.
GK look very cool and hot because of the Valir.
Cool and hot. Look at that.
Yeah, it's hot and cool, but...
Well, what's going to be the cool hot pick from Innocent?
Should be EXP. Should be EXP, right? If they don't want to put the Paquito against the Esmeralda in the lane.
They need someone to deal with this Valir, so someone that can dive. Yuzong, a Lapu, Dairav just to deal with the Esmeralda.
Oh, wow.
This is very interesting.
It's only been Falcon's PH using the Dairav. So
I think the last time...
I don't think it won either. It didn't, no.
The last time Kram used the Dairav was MSC 25 during the group stage, and he won that one, but that was the only time he used in that competition, so...
Wow.
Quite a long time since he's used the Dairav, especially here in International.
Who gets the edge from you guys? Quick thought.
This is... Okay.
GK sound very cool to... Look very cool to Moy.
I think GK is easier to execute.
All right, we'll see who executes here. SRG trying to go 2-0 and keep their tournament hopes alive to get back to the grand finals. If Geekay Esports lose, their key will be crushed. It's all on the line here in Game 2 as we send it back over to Naisu and Trex.
The pressure is on as we jump into the land of Dawn. SRG 1 game away from securing a victory and moving forward. GK just trying to tie things up here. This is Trex and Naisu bringing you the live action in this game. How we feeling, Naisu?
Well, you know what? It's pressurous, Trex, because GK also already burning a flicker early on from Shen. We know how this mid lane goes. Obviously, as a glue, you can go ahead and heal some of this back up, but yeah, I think the pressure is there definitely at this point in the competition. GK is feeling it, but I like that they're still willing to bring something unique to the draft. Now, we saw that in the last one. You know, the Hellcurt kind of worked for a bit till it didn't. But now the Valir. Valir solves a lot of the points here that SRG brought to this draft, and I think them themselves bringing out the Dairav, who, you know, as our panel, our studio mentioned, hasn't found the most success, but it still makes sense, especially against this matchup against Aizen with that Esmeralda. This is, you know, one of those picks that ends up working real well in terms of that matchup. But now, when it comes to the team fights, how can that help things out? He's really putting pressure there on Aizen, but, you know, first turtle is where we see just that threat.
Yeah, what's going to be big for Kram is keeping this pressure up, maybe securing a kill in this early phase. First, second turtle, going deathless, and making sure you get that scale on. Kram has to be careful on a hero like Dairav. We've seen it before. If you start to take a death or two too early on, you fall off quickly, and at that point, you're just a useless hero.
Yep, little check here in the mid, but again, because of the nature of the compositions, you're not going to see too much action until the first objective comes up. It's really big for SRG to have that Fatal Links. They make an attempt here on Aizen, but again, as an Esmeralda, really difficult to take up top. Kram, though, has level 4. Tempest Blade's already going to be used. Shen's low. Again, doesn't have the flicker, so he's going to go to the turret. It's Kram that does get punished. Aizen gets a double off of that.
Yeah, a little too deep for Cram there. We saw what he was going for. He even gets almost all of his health back, but then still taken out with just a massive burst of damage. And literally right after I say it, you don't want to take too many deaths early on. It happens. Luckily, it's flying clouds, so you're not going to lose too much from an early game death like this.
Yep, and SRG still has really good control of, the map, the presence that they can give with this lineup, and as you mentioned, flying clouds. So even after that, they do end up getting the objective. They secure themselves the turtle. Looking at the replay here, brought to us by STC. Again, this was an attempt under the turret. Cram buys quite a bit of time here, but it's, again, Eisen's very patient. Mind you, on this Esmeralda, he's able to just kind of sweep in there, get that first blood, get that double kill, which will really help him now in this lane against Cram for now. So Cram might need this help just because of that 2-kill lead. So they're going to go for it. Eisen brought to half health, but popped the Purify.
They want that kill on Eisen so bad right now. In the past 3 minutes, they've gone up to that lane twice now just to put pressure down. Back on that replay, I gotta highlight Zeno real fast. The guy drops the Tempest of Blades. Instead of going for all the swords, he backs off for a second to sidestep the Dairoth ult, and then re-engages, hits 2 swords, gets a bunch of damage. Eisen gets the final blows, but Zeno definitely very mechanically gifted in that last team fight. Now, SRG's been making plays across the map. Up on the top side, Cram.
Oh, they're going for Cram. Now, he picked up the blades there, Trex. He gets them this time. Good punish up top and a whole lot of gold going over.
I was just about to say how GK wasn't playing the off lanes too much, playing a bit more defensively against SRG, but now they're finally finding their movement across the map. Quinnock and Shen stuck down in this mid.
Fatal Links able to pick one. Shen very quick to take out here, and that's what you're going to expect. Every time that Fatal Links is up, maybe even the flicker for Yumes, he'll go make a play, and that's about what SRG can play around. As they were mentioning, throughout the draft, they got to build that lead over on this YSS for Sakai's. Now, bottom side, Yaga's going to be the focus, popping the blaze and duet. There's 3 SRG giants here, though. Innocent will pick that one up, but Sakai's gets punished. Zeno able to find one. Flicker from Stormy. Safety to the turret, and now Innocent should be able to get away here. The ultimate's already popped. He had to pop the flicker, though, and Yumes, he'll have to be there for safety, but this is going to be a turtle fought for GK.
Yeah, without that flicker, Innocent may not be able to do much to help out. Zeno will get that turtle. Right now, both teams just looking for pick-off after pick-off.
Oh, Shen. All right. Shen's fine.
Be good.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. He burned the battle spell again, though.
Yeah, so a lot of battle spells down for the side of GK. SRG, with only 2 kills on the map, still applying pressure, but GK with almost 2,000 gold lead, even after losing second turtle. It has dropped a little bit down to 1.4, but still the pressure is on. But this is similar to last game. SRG sometimes needs a little bit of time to get things going. They like to look for that 6-7 minute power spike. I'm also excited to see how Innocent plays in the Paquito. It's no longer Cram on it.
Yeah.
And it's so normal to see Innocent on these marksmen, right? On things like the Moskov, things that he can dance around. So seeing him on the Paquito this time, I'm excited to see if he's able to apply the same amount of pressure that Cram did last game.
Yeah, Cram was able to do it last game. I think so far, one of the best gold lane Paquitos we've seen. Hold on, Innocent, speaking of, okay, he gets away. Was from Siggy Boom, right? From Aurora Gaming. They really made that work perfectly. And so Innocent being up 2 kills, he's got that momentum going on the Paquito. That's going to be great for them, but they got to control the map here as that tier 1 down bot gets taken down by Zeno. This is what you expect with a Ling. He's going to continue to push the map. Quanok popping the flicker himself. Some more action here in the mid. Whoa, Innocent got solo killed on the bottom side. Good play there from Zeno, man. Now picking up the Haas Claws off of it.
As Zeno has been on fire, even in the last game that they lost. Zeno still made some amazing plays. A couple bad ones too, but here in game number 2, he seems to have gotten some of the rest off. He's finding solo kills. He's able to lock down Honest Innocent on the top side.
Cram, not going to be able to escape this one. Yumes, too late to the party off that flying cloud. GK has found the footing in this one, Trex, for game 2. They've got a composition that's really hard to play against. SRG looking to lock down Shen, popping the flicker. So he's still going to be fine. This last turtle is up, though, and right now GK will make their way for it. Conceal's already going to be used now from SRG to push them off the turtle. Ooh, looking for this engage. Stormy holding on here, too, up in that front side. They'll just face off for now, though, as buffs are going to be secured by Zeno.
Man, GK, like you said, just looking for plays all around the map, but here at the Turtle, little action.
Oh, they're going to go for it. Again, the setup, Quanah gone so quickly. Yaga firing off the backside, though. It's a split fight. Now Sakai's trying to get some work. He falls, and Zeno gets another kill. He'll heal back up with the Haas Claws. Rest of the team still going at it. Now Cram looking for Zeno. Can he catch him? He's quite slow, but he gets retried, so Zeno should be able to get away.
Zeno gets away to safety. More action on the mid side, though. Blazing Duet.
Blazing Duet already used here. Looking to take out another. Yumes falls, and GK further building the lead that they have. Forget the Turtle. We'll take the bodies.
Giant after giant tumbles right now. It's 9-3, 5K gold lead, and GK are looking at securing another Turtle to cement their advance in game number 2. Last time SRG was able to keep things at a minimum, but this time the Turnip is gone. They're bleeding out. Is there an opportunity? Innocent, we got to see something from him, but the problem is it's a tough game for a Paquito. You got the glue?
Eisen's there. Okay, he canceled the recall. He's there to go ahead and supplement Yaga here. Falling Star on use. Oh, Zeno under the turret. The rest of the team's going to get caught in the jungle. They'll fight. GK wants to take it to them as Sakai's falls. Cram trying to get away, but there's 4 members here, and Eisen leading the charge. Meanwhile, Zeno will push mid. Geekay Esports has total control right now.
All right. A little bit of a Fatal Links used on to Eisen there. Does pop the Purify, but at this point...
Popping that Purify.
GK.
Shout out to Leo.
GK. Shout out to Leo. Pop that Purify. GK making their way in. Making their way downtown. And it's not looking good for SRG. Like I said, Innocent's going to have a tough game, man.
I was about to... It went right
Wait for the
there.
Lord. Wait for the Lord.
Wait for the Lord.
So as I was saying, we wanted to see Innocent do great things, but you know, we can't count him out completely because the problem is this is a tough game for fighters. This is a tough game for the composition that SRG brought. The moment we kind of called it, we said, big chance YSS could come in and then they go for a double fighter-fighter. But the problem is before they even did that, they lock in the YSS and then the Quanah comes in and we just know, ooh, this is going to be tough for a big fighter composition.
100%.
You see the Valier, you see the glue. Those are things that are just going to give Cram and Innocent a hard time in this game, and it doesn't give the space for Innocent. It doesn't give the space for Stormy. And at that point, how do you even counter this? And every time that someone's been on their own, GK has been all over the map. Zeno's been finding the 1v1s, and the rest of the team is finding pickoffs as well. So SRG's is getting slowly backed into this corner.
This has been amazing kind of recoup that GK has done in Game 2. I mean, they really had to go back to the drawing board after Game 1's win with SRG. Now for Game 2, this is a bigger lead than what SRG had in the previous one, and GK has total control. Now, if you're looking at this 9,000 gold behind, if you're SRG, you know, you're almost in that attempt where we just got to go for it because it continues to slip through. And even so, even being down this much, GK will still take things at ease. They'll slow it down. They need that purple buff for Zeno, and they'll just wait because if SRG overcommits into a fight, Trex, they could get destroyed really just because of the economic lead right now for GK.
I gotta say, this is something so many teams have really stepped up to the plate on in terms of this MSC. I haven't seen that many super big brawly matches. A lot of teams have been willing to take the Lord slow, been willing to dance a bit, play the macro game, even when they're 8,000 gold ahead, right? Yeah. They weren't trying to rush things. They know that at any point, SRG is still a threat. Sometimes a dog backed into the corner is even more dangerous than one that's on even footing right now.
Think about a giant backed in the corner.
Exactly. GK respects that. They know what they're dealing with, they know the enemy, and they know they have to approach this meticulously.
Right now they'll have to do that on the defense. Once that Lord comes up, it's going to come down the mid. They still hold on to maintain their shields right now in the base, but those are definitely going to pop here, if not all 3. So they're going to have to hold this on. And you know, when you look at this composition, you got to think too, how good is that base defense with this kind of composition for SRG? And it might be okay, but it's not the best. You know, you have to expend a lot, so they go for a play anyway. This makes it better. They take out Yaga. And now Lord will charge in the mid. They're preoccupied here on the bottom side, though. Quanah throwing out the fireballs to slow them down and burn them slowly. Lord finally goes down, but not before it takes out the mid base turret. So GK, that might be all they get because they lost Yaga. Oh, the Flicker are going to be burned too. SRG, do they want to go for this fight? Quanok taking a ton of damage. There's an Abysm Strike. Sakai's able to find him, but they get caught in the jungle again. They forgot about Xeno. They forgot about the rest of the members of GK. And they're still here now, focusing on the bottom base turret. They're going to lock down on Innocent with a 1-2 punch in the shields, but they get shredded through anyway as GK picks up another and a base turret.
Once Yooms misses that Fatal Links, SRG had no reason being there because now GK's at their base.
Oh, Stormy tried to clear it out, but not enough. GK will hold on to their hopes for MSC and take us to a Game 3.
The pressure continues to build. SRG is stopped in their tracks. GK brings it to final game match 3, and they do it cleanly. It wasn't just a, it didn't even feel like a close game, honestly. GK